Uh, Hello everybody. Welcome back to the second Sunday stream. Today I'm gonna go over Flipaclip. This app. Hold on. I'm gonna go to my videos and go and see my live stream. And there I am. All right. Okay. It's gonna take a while, but I'm just going to go over. So I have the August 2020 update, and I'm on the iOS, as you might be able to tell with all the layout and everything. But for today, I think I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna make it classic for you guys. Oh man. So today, as you know, I'm going over the basics of Flipaclip, and because some of you might be new and you don't know what's going on, and that's okay, because I will help you out. So let's start on the menu. We have the settings. I apologize if you do not have this version. If you don't have a version like this, then I suggest you go and watch how to use Flipaclip and find a video around 2019-ish, somewhere around that time. Okay. So for this one, you can there's like a circle at the top, like a big magnifying glass. Right here, you can just hold on. You can search for projects like this, and here's the settings. You can customize it. You can customize the settings on how it appears here and here. I think in the old version you could have done. It could have been different. No, wait, no. Oh, I'm just gonna go along and go through you. I'm actually learning now, so you can do this if you don't want any of this in the recent version, or you could keep it like that, and you could get rid of the project details. Now for sorting, you can do custom, which is like here, or when it was just created. Like if I just did this and then it just switches to that. That's how it goes. Like that's how how Flipaclip goes. Now you can also do it alphabetically, like A to Z. Like you see, apparently a number was here first, and then the A and the E sound, and then the sound copy. Or you could just do it when you modified it, right here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this for now. This is like the premium button, I guess. It costs $9. Okay, so around here, there's like this thing at the top left, which is like the menu. And I'm pretty sure this is where you could get your premium if you want it. Like, I got everything all set, but I know you guys don't. There's like an audio library of like sound effects. There's like nature, humans, machines, and cities, and many more. And there's like accounts. Yes, you can sign in your other account. I honestly am not gonna sign in because there's also the about page around here. There's a help center and legal terms of use. You can click these to see more if you want to. There's also like their links. They have an Instagram, a YouTube, a Twitter, a Facebook, and a TikTok. Then there's like community. Oh goodness. Oh, this is the Discord community. I would like. I'm not yet. I mean, you could go on Discord if you want to, or like under YouTube, but there's a support team where you can have, where this is just like, just helps you out, pretty much. And then there's bugs where you can report bugs. And also this button if you want to restore your purchases. Okay. And if you wanted to drag it along, you can always just, if you have too many projects, you can just drag them around or go down to see more. Now you see projects, and then there's movies. And these are basically movies that you made. They're just saved automatically here. There's me doing the Ooga Booga. You can hold it down, and you either you can delete it, or you can share it. You can either share it, upload, or maybe you can like instantly upload to your YouTube or your TikTok or whatever. And you can save the photos. You can do more. You can just save the video. You can add it to a shared album. This is probably for the iOS, like Apple products. So how do we make a project? Oh yeah, almost forgot. There's like this Discovery channel. There's like new stuff. There's like a TikTok artist there, animatics, and this first channel. What the heck? There's this one. There's this one. The first one. How kind of like just sort of gives you a tutorial. And there's contests. Yeah, I don't really participate in those, honestly. Now, how do we make it precisely? So okay. So there's this plus button. There's this big plus button. It should be easy to see. And this is how it all starts. So you can name your project whatever, like this, if you want to. And let's just focus on these symbols. This one is for the preloaded backgrounds Flipaclip already has for you. Like you can make it look like a wood tile for your animation if you wanted to. Or maybe you want a very black background. Just keep in mind that these backgrounds are usually just are really textured, and they're not really one color. And one of the things I usually do is use the paint bucket tool. Now for this, you can just like use any color you want. Like maybe you want it to be a dark purple for some reason. Make sure to click the save button. Make sure to click the big check if you want it. If you lost track of your color and you don't want to save it, click the X. Okay, but for nowadays I usually just go around the gray. That way I can just see my whites in case I wanted to put white outlines in there. Now, you can do it from a photo. Now, you can take a picture. You can take it from your photo library, which is, I do have to say it's very nice for me. You can, also in here, you can, do it from your files, which is right here. You can cancel, sorry for... Or you can just take a picture. You can just take a picture of your couch, and that can be your background, pretty much. And and here we have the formats. Now there's the canvas size. There's multiple canvas sizes, actually. Like, there's YouTube, then there's 3 different kinds of YouTubes. I think you can't make a custom canvas size in the premium version. Like, you can't make it really big. Like, it's a little bit more limited. But you can choose from any of these if you want to. Like, you can just ignore Vimeo because it's pretty much dead. I'm not sure if you're a Facebook user or a Tumblr user. But it can be helpful if you don't know the canvas size. For now, I'm just going to go for 720. Also, just automatically saves. And let's talk about the frames per second. Now, this automatically just goes to 12. And that's how the animation looks like in 12 frames. Let's try to go for 24. And you can see a little bit of a difference. You can see it going up faster. Like, it looks a little bit faster. And when you go with 7 frames, it's just very slower. Very slow. So, the more frames there are, the faster the action usually is. My default frame rate I usually go to is 20. So once you all have that done, you hit create project. And when you do, you can't change the format. So yeah, here's my project. So let's just go over a couple of things. You have this array here, this array, and you have this pen. And I'm just gonna use my finger to demonstrate. Yeah, you can. It's just a pen. Now, there's this like little dot thing in here. It will give you a number. It's like right here. You can change the font size. Like the default they give for the pen is 6, but you can go even lower and go to 1 if you wanted to, or you could just go way high to 36. Right here. All right, I'm just gonna put it at a whatever. And if you tap the pen, there will be more options. There's the pencil, which can be really useful. Like sometimes when you do a drawing, you do this and then this, and you can always go to another layer, and then you can just do it like this. That's just an example. It's just an example. I'll give you more time. I'll tell you a little bit about it. So if you're anime. Oh, hey, Amiral. Hi, Amiral SCR. Hi. Hello. It's nice to see you. I'm telling you about Flipaclip. Okay. So if you want to animate, I suggest using the pencil first on one layer, and then going on another layer to use the pen, because a lot of animators usually do rough sketches like this, and you'll see why. Now over here you have the brush. I think it's like a blender, sort of. Like, let me just take black. Oh, and here. And then just apply the sort of. It's sort of like that. If you want to do art in it, you can. You do art in it if you want to. But you can always use a different program. Now, whenever you see this, you see this like square, like it looks like an Apple app, just like a square. So you can do anything in colors. You can make your own color. Usually it would be default would be black, but you can move the scale around, and it looks like a rainbow transition. You can make it look very pale, or maybe you want it to be very dark, or maybe somewhere in the middle. It's how all the colors work. And these are just color palettes that I kind of saved. These ones are basic. These ones are you're given. These are the default ones you're given. They kind of can help you teach how color palettes work. So when you have if you want to create one, there's like this square there. You can make a preset. Hello, Gavin Pryor. Well, welcome to see. It's nice to see you. So I was just going on about color palettes. Now I don't know. Maybe you want to do this and then this and Also, you can't go back. You can't really go back when you're doing a color palette. Like you can't undo a color or swap a color. Like it's kind of I had to reset many times because of this, and it's kind of frustrating actually. You can only add up to 5 colors, and you hold down the preset. Make sure you hold it down. You can rename it to, I don't know, T-pose or something. You can clone it, which means you just make an exact copy, or you can just remove it. But be careful when you do this, because if you're like trying to remove a lot of your presets, it can be easy to just like lose one of them, because once you lose one of them, you will have to start over again. Oh, almost forgot. There's this eyedropper. Basically, just copies the color you have, and it becomes that color. Of course, it's hard to see in a gray background. Let me just demonstrate. You have a red thing, and then you just do this. But if you want to get that red, do the color thing, and then do this. Basic, really. Oh yeah. There's also the highlighter. I don't really find any use in it other than it makes it look like a highlighter. I don't really see any. I personally just don't see any worth. But I don't really see it. Maybe you do, but I don't. Oh yeah. Now let's get back to here. Sorry if I'm jumping around. Okay. So here, now another thing, you can hold down, and it changes what's called an opacity. Now it looks like this. It looks a lot like, compared to when this, it looks a lot less. Looks more transparent actually. And when you do this, it makes this effect, since it's so transparent. Now, if you're not going to use a layer, just like coloring an entire background with a shade, make sure to. I recommend turning the size all the way up, and just keep doing it. Don't let go. Keep doing it, and just keep on going. Okay. Now there's an arrow button. You can always go back, and then we go to the eraser. We also double tap. We tap and then tap again, and the eraser has similar functions. There's a size for it. You can make it as big as you want. Hold on, let me just demonstrate. I kind of use pen for this. You can make it this wide, big, or this big, or this big, however you want it. You can also, right here, there's the opacity. You can make it more see-throughable, like this. And also, there's this thing, like a feather effect. Now, when you're usually here, it automatically is set to 50. And if it's like in pencil drawings, for example, say, I made a mistake. Here I can erase. And you can use this in solid colors, not like pencil colors, like pen colors. But if you're trying to erase an entire thing, I recommend going all the way down to 0, because it has this effect. And if we go to we put this all the way to 100, it looks like this. Not sure why, but it does. For now, I'm just going to put it here. And we have the Lasso tool. Now, in the Lasso tool, we can pretty much do anything. You can do this. You can, hold on. I'm just going to give an example of a drawing. So you can do this. You can make it look different. You can push it or stretch it, whatever direction, sort of. Technically it's a basic way to do it, and yeah, you can flip it either way as well if it saves you the trouble, and also that way, also the other way. Like there's a control right here and a control right here. That just makes it much more complicated. Or you can just delete it if you don't want it. Also, another thing to note, if you double tap on the lasso tool, it also works as well. But that only works on like everything on one layer. So be careful about that. And we have the paint bucket tool. Now, many people say that it sucks. And yeah, even I don't use it. And because it like sometimes leaves this like stray mark of like this white mark, like sometimes it does this. Like so, and also there's like you can change the color of the paint bucket as well. They usually defaulted to like a pink red, pretty much. You can make it like this or something. And there's also in the new update, there's the threshold. Like they automatically put it to 60. They kind of made the threshold a little bit better so that you don't see any white marks. But the only thing that kind of bothers me is like the pixelation compared to this. It just makes things a little bit pixelated, and I don't really like it. Like if we just put 100 threshold, this is 100 threshold, it just covers everything at one layer. If we put at least 90, then okay. I think it depends on it really depends on how thick that pen was, like how thick it was, and how much of a threshold you have. I suggest testing it out as well. And then, last but not least, you have the text. Here you just you can either tap the screen or you can tap the plus T to make a text. Hold on. Wait, okay. You can put Q, like something like this is, for example. The default usually defaults to just Q and like a fancy script for some reason. And there's like many other styles. There's like this if you want, maybe this or this. That just looks like a bunch of twos. And it kind of goes on and on and on. I'm just gonna put it for Comic Sans. You can change the size by either going here and changing it, or just doing it manually, like so. And you can drag it anywhere you want. It has the same thing with Lasso. Like you can do this, and you can write on it. You can edit it and make it this or something. And you can even change the color. Like, say you don't want a black, maybe you want a blue. It has that covered for you. And you can always go to delete. You can always delete it, and your problems will be solved. All right. Now let's go over here, like the top section. So we have there's the ruler. When you put this on, it will automatically make you have a straight line. Might be harder to do so in pen unless you really press down hard or something. But it makes a straight line, and you can modify it by making it a different direction, like this. Or you can make it closer. You can also change it a little bit. And if you don't like how the line looks, just tap. There's you see these free dotted shapes. Just tap on the line and it returns back to normal. It's great for a horizontal drawing, but But it's great for horizontal drawing, which is basically from left to right or from right to left. But I would like it to have I would like it when there's like a perfect horizontal feature, because sometimes I want my drawings to just look straight ahead, and just doesn't. And there's also there's two other shapes. There's a circle as well. Like you can make a circle like this, or you can just make it a different looking circle like an oval, the cousin. Also note that if you have this on, like if you do this and then it just like continues like this. I'm just gonna give you a demonstration. Like it's gonna stay there unless if you click off the ruler, which is right here. You can always click it off and it will stay for your ruler progress. Even if you just like bent it somewhere, it still saves it. And you can also remember to click back. I mean, you can just exit out with the arrow to get out of it, but this is a much better way. And of course, there's a square. Like there's a square right here. Move the square around. Make it a rectangle. Vice versa, pretty much. And here's the copy button. Now, if we copy that, now we can just hit the copy button, and it's not really going to do much. However, if we use the lasso tool and go over here and put the and use the copy button, then we can use the button next door, which is the paste button, and it just literally duplicates whatever you have. You can save it pretty much, and you can do whatever you want with this guy, and do whatever you want with this guy. Now we have the two arrows here. This is the undo button. I mean, I've pretty much used it throughout the stream. Like you can undo your mistakes. Maybe you didn't want this guy, but you're too lazy to erase it. Just click the undo button. Oh wait, you regretted that decision, but you want to go back? Hit the redo button. Just know undo is to the left and redo is to the right, because redo is right and undo is usually the left. And if you kind of messed up with the screen, say you expanded too far, and you don't know how to get back, you can always correct it like that. And it's you can pretty much correct it wherever you want. And also another thing, the ruler tool only works with pencil and eraser. Like you can't just have like a lasso tool, just like if you try to do a lasso tool in the ruler, it's not going to work really, pretty much. And the last column is the dots. These are the rest of the miscellaneous stuff. So here we have project settings. You can always, like I said before, you cannot change the canvas size. There's no way to change it. Yeah, pretty much. You can change the name. You can pretty much change the name, for the frames per second, background, but you can't do it with the format. And if we go to the frames, it views everything we have. Like, so far I have put one frame. Now you can hold this frame. I think I'm going to get back to it. You can, like, click the frame to get back to where you are, or just the arrow button. And let's see, there's the onion. Okay, so just another thing to note, you can only get colored onion. I'm putting this here because if you just like start out with Flipaclip, then you can't have the colored onion. And I'm not sure if you can loop either or change this, but in the premium you can do whatever you want. You might have to check a little bit. You can always enable or disable the onion skin. Sometimes the colored onion can be useful for some things, and other times just the monochrome onion can just help as much. Now we have a grid. Pretty sure the grid is different because I edit it that way. In like the premium, you can edit, but when you just start out, you can't really edit it. I'm pretty sure it helps to like measure the pixels. Like you want to do an exact toss. Like sometimes you can't. It moves a little bit. Like this thing moves. It's not perfect. So maybe you can just like zoom in and spot if like, whoops, I went down a little bit. Gotta put back up. Okay, and you can add images here. Wherever you you can either take a photo, like maybe take a picture of the phone or something, or you can go to your photo library, files, etc. Pretty much, or you can add a video. You can record a video. You can pretty much the same thing, almost the same thing. Just gonna let you know that you can only when you start out Flipaclip, you can only handle at least 6 seconds at least. And if you're in a premium, then it's unlimited. Like you could just in the premium, you could just put out 100 minutes or maybe an hour or so, and it'll be fine. Meanwhile, it's just gonna be pretty much yeah. Okay. Now another thing I want to talk about is the layers. Now we have layers. You see, hold on, let me just disable a lot of things and let me just circle the layers where you can find them right here. There's layer 1, layer 2, and then layer 3. When you start out, you'll only be allowed to have 3 layers. And when you have a premium, you can go all the way to 10. And you can do anything with these layers. You can change the opacity, which means you can even make them transparent if you don't want to do it with a pen. You can block them so that they won't be able that way you won't be able to accidentally delete them or accidentally go on them. And if you want to unlock them, just hit the unlock button and it's done. It's right here. You swipe there. You can make a duplicate. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me just remove a layer for demonstration. You can make a duplicate like that in case you want to. And you can hit the delete button. And there will be always a warning because sometimes deleting a layer can be very detrimental. Basically, what I'd said is basically it can be pretty much like a disaster. So sometime I know some of you guys won't be able to have a free layer, have up to 10 layers. And if you don't, I do suggest one thing. Like, say you have a drawing, and you have, I don't know, this dude. You wish you only have 3 layers, but say you want to make a different expression, but you just you're worried about this. So what you can do is just do the undo button, copy and paste, and then redo it. And then make another expression or something. And yeah, okay, so I'm pretty sure in like the new version you can just hit like there's like the beginning and end button and you can just play it. It looks very weird. Okay. And for here there's at least there's a couple things to go through with these with the layers, with the frames pretty much. So there's let me just reset it. Okay. Nope. Okay, so you have this when you start off. Now, it just kind of looks, there's not really much to do. So you do the copy button, And there's more options. There's at least 2 more. You can paste it this direction if you wanted to, or you can paste this direction if you wanted to as well. And what you're wondering, what are these frames? What are the plus sign? They just make empty frames. Hold on, let me just, they just make empty frames, pretty much. And you could do it in either direction as well. Now let's say, oh, I don't want any of these frames. I want to get rid of them. You can hit the delete button, and beware that once you do hit the delete button, it's going to remove everything from that frame. All the layers there, everything. Same thing with layers. And there's this big button right here. You press that, and that's a new frame. And you can hold this button. You can, if you want to, you can duplicate the last frame. Like, for example, this, like this thing. I'm not sure if that's in the new version or in the old version, but this is in the new version, what you can do. Or you can paste it into a new frame, like this. I'm guessing that's the beginning. That's just my judgment. And I think we're almost done. Then we have the music thing. Now, what is that about? It just takes you here. And that looks like a lot, honestly. So, what can you do? Well, here's the duration. Now, here's the duration here. So far, since we're in 20 frames, this takes at least 0.375 milliseconds, I think. It's not even a full second, because I think it'd be around here or something. And I'm not gonna lie, when this goes on, like, you can put an hour's worth of content here, maybe 11. It really goes on. Like, you can put like a 30-hour, imagine you can like put like hours and hours of minutes. No, wait, no, never mind. I lied. This is minutes. This so far is 29 minutes. I think I remember like scrolling there, and it just went on for hours. Like, you can like put a 30-hour movie if you wanted to. But let's go back by going here. This arrow usually doesn't work unless if there's some audio. So there's 3 ways to do it. You can use the audio library, which I think you have to purchase. You can record your voice. Now, you have to remember to hold it with whatever you have, finger, or like preferably finger, and it's going to record the audio you do. Now, I would do a demonstration, but I know how that's going to end up for my mic. It's probably going to destroy my mic, so I'm not really going to do it. You can try yourselves, or you can go click this one. Like, here's this one, the mic, the preload sounds, the mic, and then there's the iTunes and files. I think you need an iTunes app for that, but you can go to files, and let's just it only takes the audio. Let me just find. I don't know. You have this. Like, it happens whenever you record a video, whether you record with your own voice or you just take it out of something. Like, I'm not sure if I should really play it, but you can make it different. Now, you can just like make it shorter or keep it the same as it is. You can hit the play button to make sure you got the right one, which is right here, and you can put your piece here. Now, you can mute if you don't want to hear it over and over, and you see a lot of new frames, like a lot of empty frames. Like, these usually only appear once you have an audio piece. For here, you can do whatever you want with it. You can make a copy of it and drag it somewhere. You can cut it precisely. If you want to, you can always zoom in. You can always zoom in for it. You can rename. you can name the audio if you want to, like GG or something, or you can delete it. And just like the Flipaclip, like for drawing, you can always redo and undo your mistakes right here. And also another thing, like you can zoom in to your project. I think that's in the new version. I'm pretty sure. And you can always undo it. And only then will this one work. And there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't count them. But there's audio. There's you can lock the piece. You can block the piece, or you can make it quieter. Whatever you want to do. There's multiple of these, so try to choose it wisely. And here's this button, which is like a movie maker, pretty much. I'll get to that in a moment. Alright, so also, there's the Make Movie. Now, you can always... Now, you can just rename if you want. And for some strange reason, you can also change the canvas size here, even though you can't change it while you're working. I'm not really sure. Yeah, also, you won't be able to, do this in, like, non-premium. Just gonna let you know. There's, like, MP4, GIF, or PNG sequence. GIF is, like, a moving image that keeps on going and keeps on going, keeps on going. MP4 just like a standard video. PNG sequence, I'm not too sure of, but I'm pretty sure with GIF you can make it have a transparent background if you wanted to. But let's just do this one so far. And you can do whatever you want. You can save to your photos. You can do more, pretty much. You can also do it when in the menu as well. Like, you can do it as well. You can always click X and ignore the background sound. Like, you can hold a project and you can actually do pretty much the same thing. You can rename. You can, it's much easier if you go down here. You can upload it if you want to, like copy or save the files. You can duplicate it, like duplicate the project, the entire, everything. You can make a movie out of, like we did just now. Or you could just delete it. Like, delete it and everything will be gone. And that will be really frustrating if you just finished an animation. And, yeah. And you can also see your creations. You can you can save. This is where you can save your photos. Like, I'll just save it as an example. And you can also as well. Alright. I think that's all I have for today. So, I think I'll leave a little bit early. I'm sorry if this tutorial was a little bit too much, but I tried. It's nice. Hopefully I helped you some way, and maybe you'll be able to have a better start with Flipaclip, because even if it's still easy, some people might not know everything about it. Like, even I didn't know everything about it. I had to sometimes test it out. So, I'll see you next time as I'll let you hear this preview music. Wait, I don't think I... Alright. Alright, and I'm just gonna bye-bye.